Hi everyone, this is E.M.P, Electromagnetic Precursors for Earthquakes. Here's the usual ionospheric electron density maps that I use for precursors, and the first area I wanted to focus on is right over here. Red and white area, and blue and black areas are extreme capacitance, so this was associated with that magnitude 7.1 earthquake in Loyalty Islands. And here as well, so just on the edge of this extreme charging or capacitance. And like in previous videos, I've explained how neutron density spikes are analogous to lightning. So we don't have to go into the hyper complex particle physics and basically use the capacitor model. Earth is one giant capacitor. Exterior glass sphere would be the ionosphere, and then the interior sphere would be the ground, and in between where you have dielectric discharges would be the apparent neutron density. So what I wanted to clear up was, after reading and researching on electrons as discrete particles, apparently are non-existent if you are going in the line of Tesla and Steinmetz and Oliver Heaviside. Nobody knows the structure of an electron. Nobody on the face of the Earth. Let me repeat that. Nobody on the face of the Earth knows the structure of electrons, so it is not empirically quantified. I don't care what anyone says, and this is 100% backed up from Tesla, Steinmetz, Heaviside, basically all the giants of electrical engineering, and it's only modern science and their insanity that thinks that there's a discrete particle called electron. It's simply defined as radial dielectric discharge, and that is what I'm going to refer to it from now on. So you know when I say dielectric discharge, that's why. If you want to look into particle physics, go ahead. With Ken Wheeler, I just finished reading his book. He says the exact same thing that I would say, is that they are a religious cult of insanity. And, you know, I would say today's modern science is total indoctrination into the land of insanity. You can go there if you want, but I'm on the side of Tesla and Heaviside and those guys, so we'll just go from there. Looking at gamma rays, so dielectric discharging. This was just before the 11th of August, which is interesting because there's no gamma rays reported for since the 8th of August, and then also we had this huge spike. So usually you'll see a GRB reported a day or two before these huge spikes. So I don't know if they're not being reported or what, but we'll keep tabs on the data and just take it from there. But also, there was an earthquake in China just hours after this huge dielectric discharge there. So you can see there was definitely a hell of a lot of capacitance previous to that earthquake in China. So 0100, remember that's the usual time of the extreme capacitance in the ionosphere. Here. Oops. Here. And also Russia's neutron monitors, dielectric discharge just before about an hour or so before that earthquake dropped in Loyalty Islands. And here's Karuna's Karuna Space Physics Observatory in Sweden, just hours before that Loyalty Island earthquake. Boom, huge spike in induction. You usually see that associated with the larger, once you get into the 6 and 7 magnitude earthquakes. And China's magnetometer on the 12th. You can see magnetic activity, so this is at ground level. magnetic precursor there just before the earthquake dropped Loyalty Islands, and then a Tibet neutron monitor just before the earthquake. You can see neutron density just climbing sky high, dielectric discharging once again, and another thing I wanted to show you was proton magnetometer. This is back at Kiruna again in Sweden. Tend to see these spikes or multiple spikes in protons just before the ionosphere capacitance. So all this data is really lining up. This has been going on for over a week now. You see these protons bombarding the magnetosphere before this extreme capacitance events here. It's really interesting. And then also around the time of that huge gamma ray spike, aka neutron density, dielectric discharging, you can see magnetic activity climbing up. So it really confirms that these are electromagnetic precursors. Oh, one last thing, and then New Zealand's magnetometer just got hammered, lost data there for a bit, which is usually associated with extreme magnetic activity in precursors. And then on ACES, so the solar data, check the timings there, always at or around 0100. These data breaks have been going on for over a week now, so I want to cut this video off now because it crashes when I try to make these videos too long for some unknown reason, but there you have it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.